going live, going live. Are we live yet? Are we there yet? Mom, are we there yet? Mom, Billy's eating all the food. He won't stop kicking me. Mom, he's touching me. Anybody have siblings growing up? It was me and 3 other brothers. My oldest brother was 10 years older than me. And then it was me. Then it was my little brother, 2 years younger than me. And then our 4th brother, 4 years younger than me. Now, with my older brother being 10 years older, he was out when I was 8. He was off to college. And it was just the 3 of us. And we used to take trips from southeast Idaho up to northern Idaho, about 10-hour drive. So you can imagine 3 boys in the back dealing with each other. Nothing like siblings. So anyway, what's up, guys? It is another week of Project Fresh live. We've got our live stream. Really excited to be here for another week. It's been a full and busy day, to say the least. We got our ads up over the weekend, which we're really excited about. So now we're back to putting our brand out in the marketplace and connecting our programming to the marketplace. And so far, so good. Some solid results, some solid feedback. Spoke with I think 4 gentlemen today. I realize this is totally business related. Any of you out there who are looking for being business owners in the future, one thing to keep in mind is make sure all of the systems work, are coming, moving, full stream. It looks like I need to make a few adjustments on this video too. So making some adjustments here, but anyway, for whatever reason, I have 2 different sets of ads, and one of my ad sets was turned off for some reason. I don't know why. Facebook has all these weird like nuances and glitches and different things. And so one set of my advertising was completely off, and I was wondering, why the heck is my ads not coming back for this particular group that we're looking to connect with? And then I realized the switch was off. It's like, oh man, darn. So anyway, just some random news. If you're an entrepreneur, you're either aspiring or in the game, and you just want to chop it up in the future, let me know. I'll drop. Just connect with me chat with me here. Some way we'll connect. Facebook.com/elevate your fresh. You can check us at Facebook as well. Reach out to me and let's talk entrepreneurialism. Let's talk business building. What I'm doing as a business owner is literally it. That's it. My previous background in civil engineering as a construction or project manager in the construction industry, completely done. I haven't done that for almost 4 years now. November will be next month, and literally all the income that has come in for me has been from entrepreneurial pursuits. So a lot of people thought I was crazy when I jumped ship from a 6-figure job in construction management. I could not wait to get to this dream of mine, and it has been a process of growing ever since. And I'm sure all of you are more than well aware of what we've been experiencing in COVID. Just for some context, with personal training with gyms, the industry is one of 2 that's been hit the hardest. The other one being restaurants, as you're probably aware if you've been in the area, especially where restaurants have been closed, or maybe you're eating food outside. For whatever reason, that's the unfortunate aspect of this virus. And so for gyms, I count myself very fortunate because of the statistic. About 2-3 months ago, the last number I had heard before today was about 25%. So 1 in 4 gyms had closed their doors and closed them permanently. Now you see that at least here in the Bay Area and East Bay where we are. We're in the east part of, or what's considered the East Bay of San Francisco. We've seen some different restaurant chains close permanently, which is sad because one of them was a regular spot my wife and I were going to in general, and I know she's watching, so she might even drop the restaurant in the comments. But we missed that place. It was our Friday. It was our Friday lunch together, and just thinking about it, I miss it right now. But hopefully, maybe they'll still come back. It'll be a miracle, and they'll jump back in. But for gyms, 25%, so 1 in 4 gyms have closed their doors permanently. That number has moved in the last 2, 3 months to 35 to 40%. So that means in a normal economy, if we move back to that anytime soon, you're going to go and find that about 2 out of 5 gyms that you were familiar with are now closed permanently, which is tough. And that's across the board. I'm an independent coach, so everything I do is literally connected with what we do as far as Project Fresh in our business. I was associated with a few sites. In fact, I was just about to start training at Facebook right when this all started. Told me they couldn't onboard me and bring me on to train their clientele. And I'll say this, it might sound a little crazy, but praise God, because I ultimately knew that this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to connect with people more than just in my area, expand my reach, and especially share my story and our services, because there was just something deep inside when I was doing construction management all those years. I've been actually coaching since 2012. So it's our 4-year anniversary coming up officially, or this is our 4th year anniversary for 2020 officially, which I'm really excited about. That's in November for a full 4 years of service. But I've been coaching since 2012, and there was something when I started that was deep down inside of me that said, this is what you're made for. Have you, like those who are here with us on this live stream right now, drop in the chat for me. Has there been something that you've done, said, an interaction with someone that you had, or the work or vocation that you're in that you experienced in a way where it's like, I was built for this. This is for me. Like without a shadow of a doubt, this what I'm doing right now. I'm coming alive. I'm loving what I'm doing. It's work. It requires effort. It requires buy-in, dedication, long nights, hard times. But something about it was just like, yeah, this is for me. Has anybody had that experience? Please drop a yes in the chat. Please, I love engagement. I love interaction. So if you're here watching live and you're ready to ask me some questions, especially, let's warm up and just drop a 1 in the chat if you've experienced it, or 2 you haven't but you're looking for it. Please do so for me. I appreciate that. But yeah, just a little bit about us. We're a fitness, nutrition, accountability, lifestyle coach, financial coach. We cover a broad range of coaching on the premise of fresh. That's what the Project Fresh is all about: fitness, finances, recreation, relationship, education, sanctity, sanctity in the sense of soul and spiritual health, and H, which we jokingly say the cover all for fresh, the overall health. And those are the areas in which we provide our services, one-on-one coaching, our connection to resources that we have. We know a lot. There's a lot more for us to know too, and that's a part of what we do in our own personal development. I have my own coaches. I'm pushing the bar in my own life to continue to provide the very best for my clients. And it's a day-by-day process that continues to grow. We just started ads, as I mentioned at the beginning. And so I had a chance to talk with some different gentlemen today about what's going on, and I'll go ahead and talk about maybe just a few of the general common challenges that I heard. I'm not going to talk about individual specific challenges or who they were or anything like that, obviously, but the general challenges that are going on right now in the market. See if you guys relate to it, and if you do, feel free to connect with us. You can either go visit us over at facebook.com/elevate your fresh. It's an open, public page. You can message me directly and say, I want to learn more about this transformation program you're talking about. And that's what we're advertising for, is our Lean for Halloween 21-day transformation program. It is free, and it is a really exceptional program, because what it does is it establishes a foundation for success, especially going into the holidays. So typically what I said last week, and what are 2 things that I think we can expect. Correct me if I'm wrong on this. If you have a different perspective, would love to hear, would love to see what your thoughts are. But in general, I feel like there's probably 2 different things we can expect, and one we're all very familiar with. The holidays are full of, Halloween, so candy and costumes for the kids, and costumes for the adults probably, and lots of alcohol or food, of all kinds of natures. And so there's potential to gain some serious pounds there. leading up to it, especially because, you know, when you go to the store, there's candy everywhere. It's been there for like the last freaking month by now. Like they start hitting us with these holidays like sooner and sooner every year, it seems. It's crazy. Um, so that's one thing we can expect. The other one I think that we can expect that's not the norm is everybody's perspective on this election and getting the election over with. Now, I imagine there's going to be two different boats that we're all going to find ourselves in. Either you're going to be excited for the results, and it's going to be libations and lots of fun the beginning of November or whenever it ends, and it's going to be a great time, a lot of food, a lot of drinking, whatever. Really excited about the results, or the opposite, totally miserable and sad and just depressed with the results, wherever you may be in that. We're not here to talk about politics. We're here to talk about lifestyle and success in lifestyle, whatever walk you may come from, whatever your perspective or focus is. We're here about results in lifestyle specifically, because assisting you in building up your lifestyle is going to directly impact your life, and whatever you care about most is going to send you off into the space that you're looking to really provide your gifts, your talents. We all have gifts and talents already inside of us, and it takes a process to bring those out. So that's what we're all about at Project Fresh. Whatever it may be that you're focusing on is great. We're assisting you in the process of making it greater. And so that other camp is, I can't believe that's who is going to be serving us for the next 4 years. So whatever that might look like, that might be more eating and drinking and so on. So, and that's, you know, we're talking about the next 90 days pretty much through the new year. And we've been doing this for a long time. And we're working with other coaches who have been doing it for a long time and even longer. We're talking lifers, people who've been in the industry their whole life, 20, 30. I haven't run into any 40-year people yet in my particular industry. But for example, my mentor's been in it for over 30 years now, a gentleman who assisted me with the process of becoming a personal trainer. For example, one of my certifications is with the National Strength and Conditioning Association. My specific cert, if you want to look it up, a certified specialist, strength and conditioning specialist that is specifically trained to address all of the health and fitness needs for the general public, as well as all the way up to Olympic athletes. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do it. My grandfather was an Olympic athlete. My dad was a high-end athlete as well. For me, athletics was not where my mind was in high school. My mindset and frame was more business, entrepreneurially. I thought it was going to come through working with a corporation. Found out, let's see, 4 years later that it wasn't the case, and so I switched, as I just shared with you. So that was my focus. However, physicality is very big for me because I know if I'm pushing my body, I'm allowing my brain to really maximize the capacity to a higher level of awareness, growth, a higher potential for myself, and just leveling myself up, so to speak. So with that being said, we know what's coming. And so what we're offering in our transformation program is a platform for success. 21 days for you to start focusing on what you need to dial in on for fitness, nutrition, and the accountability thereof. And we have things built in with our program that we're really excited about. And I strongly encourage you to reach out to us if you're looking to lose weight, burn belly fat, if you're looking to tone up or build muscle, if you've got specific physical goals that you're looking to achieve. Perhaps you'd like to start the new year, new me in 2020, not 2021. I know a lot of people are done with this year. Here at Project Fresh, we're saying we're not done. With challenge comes the great opportunity for growth. As they say, diamonds are formed in pressure and heavy heat. And we're experiencing a lot of pressure. We're experiencing a lot of heat and fire this year. It's been a very challenging year. We want to take that and shift the perspective and say, this is an opportunity to get some amazing growth. Let's use that pain. As one of my mentors says, Eric Thomas, use that pain and make it worth it. He doesn't say it like that, but that pain, that hurt, you know, the crying, like make that time worth it instead of just falling out. And we have an option at the end of the day. We have an option to make it worth it. We have an option to continue to suffer, which is, I totally understand that, been there. For example, 2015 was a year of depression for me. I can't begin to tell you how depressed I was in 2015. I was just talking to my wife about that yesterday. Uh, and so I can relate with that too. If that's the season that you're in, come check in with us. Come get a daily dose. Hopefully, there's something said here that would motivate you, would give you a little spark, a little energy, something to progress you back towards a season of growth and moving into what you deserve. Those areas that you desire, we also deserve. There's a reason why we desire what we do when it comes down to that deep soul. Uh, there's nothing else that can scratch that itch because it's just so deep inside of us. And it's those those super deep desires to keep it simple. So 21 days, fitness, nutrition, accountability. A couple cool things that we're doing specifically for this 21-day program that we don't do. Typically, we do 6 weeks, as I've mentioned before. This is special just for the holidays. So after we get done with our group, if you're a client, we're also giving an offer just to our clients, which I'm so excited for. That's going to be a lot of fun for our clients. So many different things to keep you going for the next year because we don't know when this is going to end, but we do know that health, fitness, and accountability therein is paramount. Like the virus is real. We know that. Even our leader, unfortunately, felt like it wasn't something, our president is who I'm referring to, felt like it wasn't something serious. And now, unfortunately, he's dealing with it. Pray that he gets better because I don't feel like it's good to see anybody be sick and have to deal with it. In fact, my great uncle passed away from COVID-19. That's been very difficult for my cousin, who I lived with. Actually, I lived with both of them, so that was a tough one for me. And we got to be really diligent about our health right now. We do have to be aware, and I think it's just kind of a good wake up call for us as a country to realize how valuable health is, how valuable life is. I'm sure we know that, but sometimes we need to feel it too, like the palpable feeling, like really, have it hit us. And I share this with clients. One of my clients said it like this, and I really liked it. Typically, with health, we experience change through two different avenues. Either situation hits us in the face, family member, maybe ourselves, have a health scare or something that's really a wake up call. And so we choose to move based on situation, or we come into whatever it may be, a situation, scenario, relationship, where we become inspired to change. And a lot of times, at least 80% of the time, it's that first one, that situation where we have to get slapped upside our head. We have to have something that really scares the living crap out of us, maybe a near-death experience or whatever, that says, all right, I can't mess around anymore. It's time for me to change because otherwise something bad is going to happen that was worse than what just happened now. And that would be situation. Inspiration is, you know what? I realize the circumstances. I'm willing to dig down really deep and find out why this is important to me. Because if you're not rocking on why it's important to you, all I can say is good luck. You might be like, oh, you're just another guru who's like, why is it important? No. If you spend the time, like, here's an exercise. I don't know if it came from Tony Robbins or one of the other individuals that I have learned from, but it's a very simple exercise. I think it's actually the group that he learned from specifically, where he got his training for what he does for coaching. Let's say that you have a goal to lose 15 pounds. And the first question would be, why is that important to you? So let's say for me, I want to gain 10 pounds of muscle mass. That's actual goal. I'm at 240. I want to put on another 10 pounds of muscle, make sure I keep my lean mass down to about 10, 12%. Probably 10 would be best because lean mass is very important for me. So there's some variability there as far as overall weight. Weight doesn't matter so much as long as I have 10 pounds of more lean mass and 10% body fat, roughly 8 to 10. Why is that important for me? Well, I realize for myself and my health, when I'm optimized in my physicality, it does things for my brain that are insane. Like my ability to lock in, my energy, my focus, being able to keep up with clients, so many different clients, my memory. I can tell you the workouts for all clients I had last week. When I meet them every week, I generally know what we covered and what we need to do moving forward. Now, there's a capacity to that, obviously, but when I'm on with my fitness, I know it's going to help me be on in all other facets of my life, my faith, my relationship with my wife, my business, my work. It really has a direct impact. So that 10 pounds actually translates to more than 10 pounds. It has a more specific and direct impact. And so, Ryan, why, question number two, why is being on in all those areas important to you? Well, my faith with Christ is very important because that's that is my ultimate blueprint for life. And I know in Christ, I can't go wrong with my relationship. I love my wife dearly, and I'm not the best at being a husband all the time, but I have so much more to learn in the context of relationship. So if I'm off, if I'm in a bad mood, if my energy is low, and I feel really bad about myself, and that directly translates to her. I don't want to do that to her. I want to give my wife a life. I want to love her in the fullness. And people say love to death. I want to love her to life, that she may just explode with joy. Not literally, but that she would be full of joy and that it would run over. And all the other areas, I want to continue to work with more and more people to help them have that unlock, that shift, that breakthrough, so that they in turn can go and have those same relationship changes, those same changes in their faith and their finances and their vocation and work and everything else that's important to them. Well, why is that important? Question number 3. And we're talking about taking this 7 levels deep. Now, the last gentleman who I did this with, a friend of mine who I played football with, we're state champions our junior year, and we were this close to going 2 years in a row, state championship in Idaho for football. I had him do that exercise, and he's like, man, at questions 5, 6, and 7, he's like breaking down. He said, I broke down into tears, because when you really get down, that's an exercise you can use to really get down into the depths of why something is important for you. What we talked about last week, every decision has weight. It was on Friday. I need to go update my description for Friday, but every decision has weight. What you eat, yeah, it could impact you for the next day or two. Um, the direction or desire that you move your life has a lot of impact. We know that. And even those small decisions, like you can turn left when you should have turned right, that might cost you another. Well, if you're here in the Bay Area with traffic, that could cost you another 20, 30 minutes, depending on the day. Thankfully, right now with sheltered in place, traffic isn't as bad. But pre-COVID situation, you make a wrong turn, you could be in traffic for another 30 minutes, no problem. So those are some simple ideas, but what I'm getting at is if you really get down to the nitty gritty of it, man, that can make a huge difference. So one thing that I wanted to share with you guys, which was the thumbnail, is it's now, because later may cost more, take longer, feel harder, and may never come. I want to share this with you guys. I'll say it one more time. It's now, because later may cost more, take longer, feel harder, and may never come. Okay. At the end of the day, I wanted to share that with you because it is true. You can pay for your health and the accountability and cost and everything of it now, or you can pay for it later. It's going to be cheaper now than later. If you know anything about healthcare and what it costs to just go to the doctor, in that scenario, then you know the price tag. Now, what's interesting is there's a lot of the common things that we pass away from. I told you we're going to be talking about kind of the spooky and scary facts of health for October. We want to keep it fun, want to keep it engaging. But 90% of all of those chronic illnesses and cancers and heart diseases and things like that, gut health, brain health, that all stems, 90% of them stem from inflammation in the body. And inflammation can come from poor eating, poor sleeping, poor water, abusing the body. You're exercising excessively and not eating well. That can cause inflammation, inflamed joints, inflamed internal organs. And over time, the body does not take well to it. And I've seen, unfortunately, my father suffered for it, passed from cancer, something that was very preventable, prostate in this case. I've seen other individuals in my life suffer for it as well. Now, there are things that are unforeseen or out of our control that we literally can't do anything about. I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about how we eat in America, how we exercise in America, which is a diet fad. Please spell for me what is the word that is spelled with the first 3 letters of diet? I always ask my clients that. Die. Diets are designed to die, believe it or not. And so that's something that I always share with clients as well as prospective clients, to get them in the mindset that it's lifestyle or it's not. Essentially, well, it's lifestyle either way. You choose which lifestyle and quality of health you're going to see down the road. Your genetics might take you through your 20s, 30s, 40s, and maybe even 50s or 60s if you're lucky, but eventually it's going to catch up to you. And at the end of the day, those health circumstances are not fun. So anyway, back to it here. 21 day, we're going to get you covered. We're going to get you set up. We're going to all take this on together for the holidays. It's been a tough year, and we want to finish this year on a positive note with a lot of excitement and a lot of things to look forward to, not just for 2021, but 2020. We all, I think, I saw a lot of people at least saying that they wanted this to be the year of excitement, of growth, of change. And the year's not over yet. 2020 is not done. And we have the opportunity to still make it an amazing and excellent, productive and successful 33 months. And that's what we're going for. We're swinging for the fences. So clients and new prospective clients, if we're working with us, we're swinging for those fences. We have our raffles as a part of what we do here at Project Fresh. So check out the description. I will get that updated here shortly. We do a raffle every night, or well, every month specifically. And for our raffle, what we're focusing on is providing an opportunity for those who might be feeling tight on the finances. Okay, so the money, the funds might be really challenging for you. And let's see if I can get this. Oops, nope. I can't get that to edit for whatever reason. So be it. I'll get that updated here shortly. I'm hoping to be able to do that. Bummer, man. Won't you work? Stream. We'll get this taken care of. I'll make sure we get it in there. Don't save. Anyway, I don't want to take away time from the live stream, but in the description, you're going to see we have 3 raffles and the instructions to participate. The first raffle is on a weekly basis. I covered how to participate last week, so go back to I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I showed everybody how to do that. For our small raffle, we have a 30-minute consultation or jumpstart call with me. We're going to talk about goals, we're going to talk about hurdles, and we're going to talk about a 30 and 90-day plan to get you set up for success. Our medium package is our custom package. It's our spooky and spicy package. We're so excited about it. So it's going to cover an element of fitness, nutrition, and accountability for the pumpkin spice lovers out there. This package is going to be great for you, okay? And so when those packages are full, they're done. For a medium and large, that's for the month. For the smalls, it's every week. And we're not always going to do these raffles, so I want you to take advantage of it now. Again, in the descriptions, I'm going to get the details set up here shortly. For whatever reason, I'm just not able to get my my details up here so I can get this information going. I'm just like stuck in YouTube right now for whatever reason. We've had a few subscriptions. Our group is growing, which I'm really excited about, because once we get to 100 subscribers, we're going to be able, spooky and spicy for our package. I just want to make sure all of it's good. Cool. So it's in the description, so you'll get to see that here shortly. You may want to refresh your live stream page here, and you'll see that in the description. Drop a 1 in the chat if you don't see it here in the next 2-3 minutes, because we're going to wrap up. The medium package is themed for the holidays. If you want to jump in on our 21-day, we have a kickoff this Saturday. So we're going to do a group kickoff. We're going to set the tone. We're going to get to see everybody and who's in this group. We have a cutoff. We're only allowing 15, and I've already had a few spots secured today. So I think we're maybe down to 12 or 11, somewhere in there. So we're locking in people who are ready to go right now. We're going to have that kickoff call on Saturday, and then we're going to do a party, a virtual party together, where you can come dressed up with your costume. Maybe you're looking to drop 5-10 pounds in the next 21 days so you can fit into a costume, or have some fun with the kids, even if you can't get out and you want to do something fun with the kids, and get in shape so you can fit in whatever you're trying to fit in. To be a part of that fun with the kids. Maybe the candy is already on the counter and you're like, oh my goodness, how am I going to handle this situation? Well, these 21 days are going to teach you exactly what you need to know to be successful in that environment, and help you or assist you in the process of being successful in the rest of the holidays. And the 21-day group meeting is going to be our party where we're going to celebrate our results, and we're going to talk about what we enjoyed in the 21 days and what we're looking forward to moving into November, which I won't reveal yet what we're going to be covering in November, but I already have our theme for November and really looking forward to that as well, moving into the rest of 2020. So that's a little bit of what we covered. I said I would do 2 to 3 minutes here to wrap up. What are some common challenges that people are dealing with right now that I'm finding with my calls? The main one's accountability. I've had a lot of folks tell me that I wouldn't be calling you if I didn't need the assistance. I find myself starting programs, doing different things where I'll do some of the action items, some of the fitness and food, but I won't do it to completion, and I won't do it for the full flush of the programming. So I don't do all the workouts. I don't eat all the food. I'm not consistent. And one of the gentlemen was like, "Man, the only person who seems like they can get that dialed into completion is David. I think it's David Goggins. I don't know if you've seen him, but he's shown up in a lot of social media lately. He's on a YouTube channel of his. He's showing up on a few different other folks that I follow online. He's insane as far as mentality goes and mindset. He's just dialed in, locked in, 100. But that is the main one: accountability. Someone to have me stay, excuse me, someone to have me stay accountable to my goals. And it's amazing because you think they're your goals and you would stick to them yourself because they're important to you. It's funny how we work. We work in relationship. The beautiful thing about accountability is it's relationship. It's being able to build a relationship with someone, have them be available for you in those hard times, because that's what it is. It's work, it's kids, it's schedule, it's everything that we're dealing with right now, all the distractions and craziness, the season that we're in. We have so many things working against us because we're in the environment that we're in. It is really easy to stop working out. It's really easy to stop eating well. If you're working anything over 8 to 10 hours, you're like, where do I have time in my day? Even if I'm single, I know I come up against that a number of times. Where do I have time in my day to get a workout and good eating in? So there is a process and there is a way to do that. And that's what I'm finding most common with my discussions with those who are calling in on these Facebook ads, scheduling the orientation call, having the 20-minute consultation call with us. That's the main challenge, is staying accountable to your goals. We know you want it. We know that you want to be successful in it. It's just a matter of sticking with it long enough to see the results. And that's where majority of the folks fizzle out, is they just don't stick with it long enough. And that's why we get hired. That's why we get new clients, is because we're able to provide that accountability and stick with people in the long term. I had someone ask me, with how you have your programming set up, it looks like you really have to do a lot of work. And like, not necessarily. I mean, we do this so much that we know exactly what to address when different hurdles come. We know exactly what to have you do, how to make those shifts, and then it's just a matter of time and dialing it in for you, because not everybody body is the same, and not everybody is the same. So we make those dial in adjustments, and over time you get exactly where you need to go, and we have you a successful transformation. And that's what we're all about. That is literally our business. And I am Coach Ryan with Project Fresh. We're due only 30 minutes, so we've got 4 people today, which is really exciting. We're seeing more people join us, and really appreciate all of you who have been here with us for these 30 minutes. Right now, we're just keeping it to 30 minutes until we get more engagement, until we get much larger here on the YouTube channel. Thank you for those who have subscribed recently. I see that we had 1 or 2 more join us. So thank you so much. And we'll see you tomorrow night, same time, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be right here talking more about the challenges, answering questions live. So if you got your questions, you're struggling with your health, your fitness, maybe your finances, whatever it may be in the season. I know a lot of people are still struggling with the jobs. Drop the question in the chat, and we'll talk about it. All right, Ryan Sanders with Project Fresh. Looking forward to tomorrow. Until then, hope you have a beautiful evening and an excellent day tomorrow.